Colonel, you credit your parents and grandfathers with teaching you the importance of self-reliance. Why do we not hear the Al Sharptons and Jesse Jacksons promoting self-reliance in the communities they purport to speak for?
You know, there's a great quote from Booker T. Washington that talks about that. He says that there's a certain class of Negro that takes pride in the travails and tribulations of the black community. And that's exactly what you had. If all of a sudden more people in the black community are successful, they're able to stand up on their own. And Booker T. Washington talked about education, entrepreneurship, and self-reliance. And that's what I bring out. Then they don't need the Al Sharptons. They don't need the Jesse Jacksons. They don't need the NAACPs and the National Urban League and all of these different groups. They really are just part of a 21st century economic plantation. That's what has happened with the inner cities. I mean, it's sad. I mean, you think about, look at Chicago, look at Detroit. I mean, go back, you know, if I was Mitt Romney, this was the killer commercial that he should have done. He should have stood in Detroit, one of those horrible areas, and he should have had a juxtaposition of Detroit when his father was governor and Detroit today, and said, which Detroit, which America do you want? The one that my father had when he was governor, or the one that I'm standing in today? And that's the contrast we have to bring. Detroit has failed because of liberal progressive policies all of these days and years. You know, when you... I tried. You know, think about this. You know, we're 50-year point for the Great Society program, War on Poverty. When the Great Society program started, the out-of-wedlock birth rate in the United States of America was 6%. Today, the out-of-wedlock birth rate in the United States of America is 42%. We spent almost $20 trillion on the war on poverty. What have you got? Okay, you got more poverty. You got more despair. As a matter of fact, food stamp rolls are up, poverty rolls are up. So, I mean, we need to go and talk about success in the inner city communities, and therefore you undermine, you know, what the Jacksons and the Sharptons, their message. Why do you think I was the #1 target of the Democratic Party? I've never been in politics. I was a first-term congressman. And George Soros threw $5 million into our district. Some shadow group called Credo from San Francisco ran a shadow campaign. And, you know, in St. Lucie County, they had 140% voter turnout in a couple of weeks. Now, you know, I went to the University of Tennessee, but I know with 140%, that's not possible. Maybe that's Common Core math. But the thing is this. You cannot have a young man that's born in the inner city of Atlanta, Georgia, two fantastic, successful parents, third and fourth generations, a bachelor's degree and 2 master's degrees, married to a woman with a double bachelor's, an MBA from Long Island University, and a PhD. That's not the image they want out there. There's a strong conservative that doesn't back down. So we need to get those voices out there. We need to get that image out there, being it the black community, Hispanic community, the Asian community, all of the communities. And we can pull this thing together. So that's it.